I just feel like she's standing there with just like a gun pointed at both of her feet. Just aim. And then she's like, pop, pop, pop. Feet full of holes in the dirt. Oh my God.
Number 4, your assumptions. My dear peeps, aka estranged adult children, named after the so many of you here, your assumptions that once I engaged in zero introspection or zero responsibility for this relationship.
Do you feel like, based on this response, and not even the initial video, this response alone, do you feel as though she has taken any accountability? My eyes are closed, but I feel my body like nose in the chat.
Because we choose to share all the details of the entire freaking internet.
Oh, you do?
That is 100% yes. Examined parents would.
You know what is that her fucking hates her. Like, God, please send me the footage of her at the PTA. Like, please, just let me see with your own eyes. I need to know.
We know we're not perfect. We have some ideas, but you don't need to know all the details. This video isn't about you or for you.
It is.
It's really for other parents like us who are dealing with the same trauma of being rejected.
Well, just like you said that her social media was public and you could see whatever you wanted, it don't matter. Your video is public. If your video is for me, it is on YouTube. It's for me. YouTube. Just like you said earlier, sister. Why would the logic change within 4 minutes?
After doing what we thought was a decent job raising them, give it a whole hell.
This RL might go down as the dumbest influencer ever to create content for the internet because he truly thinks nothing will ever happen to him. No, he's already pleaded guilty to multiple charges in his ongoing criminal case, and still he's out on the street racking up more and more felonies daily. While all of this is going on, and I've been covering influencers doing stupid stuff for over a decade now, and I've never seen someone continue to commit felonies in a foreign country while having an ongoing criminal trial. It's like he wants to be stuck there forever, and clearly this is taking a massive toll on him and his only friend who's financially supporting him, as his family seems to have started to cut him off from family funds. So I guess instead of reeling things in and trying to behave, he wants to find out exactly how much time South Korea can possibly give him. I think his confidence is still high because, you know, when he was in Japan, they let him go with only 3 months of jail time. Well, the big difference here, though, is in Japan, he was thrown in jail, and therefore he stopped committing felonies while he was in jail. Now in South Korea, they have a different approach, where they travel ban him and let him provide for himself rather than the South Korean taxpayer. This seems to have kind of driven the guy crazy. Now he's basically broke, banned on every streaming platforms, and for that, he has no real way of making any money. We found out that he wasn't being paid on party, meaning he did this whole shirtless dancing stunt and then got arrested for zero upside. Not only is he the dumbest influencer, but also the most pathetic. But what he seemingly doesn't realize is the more felonies he documents himself doing, the more charges he'll inevitably get, and the longer his trial will take, or trials, because there could easily be multiple trials here, meaning he will continue to be stuck in Korea. So, instead of switching things up and actually behaving to get a lighter sentence, he starts threatening the Korean government and another YouTuber. Then he gets detained again by the police for doing some stunt in the park, and then to top everything off, for a small donation, he goes back out and taunt people the same day he was already detained, and 20 minutes later, the police were back on him. We have quite a few things to talk about today, so let's start off with a strategical pivot at the Johnny Somali HQ.
If Korea does not let me out of Korea, I'm telling you right now, it is a danger to the Korean women. I have had so much with Korean women while I've been locked here. I don't wear any when I with Korean women. I don't get any
What the fuck?
these Korean women. I don't get any STD tests when I these Korean women. And I make sure to spread whatever I have to all of these Korean women. And the police can't stop me. The government can't stop me.
What are you saying?
That will
Help him? That is a crazy thing to say when you're in a criminal trial. Now, I would be worried for the
You're
guy
saying you're gonna give all South Korean women the fucking clap?
I don't know why, but it's always the dudes in zero play who brag about getting so much play. And again, he is his own star witness to that as well, because he admitted he doesn't get anything there. I mean, the guy is even denied from the places where you pay for it.
I haven't had put since fucking what September? No, September.
Okay, do you guys want to know what happened when I went to the red light district with Hank? I'll tell y'all the story. The other day we went to the red light district, and the reason I didn't stream it is because every single we met in the red light district was like, no black, no black, no black.
So it's just more empty words from this guy. But the judge and prosecution.
I'll take things that didn't happen for 400, Alex.
I'm gonna pull a Harrison. I kind of like what Harrison is doing. I like how Harrison is doing the super spreader stuff. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it right here to the camera. I'm not scared. If I ever caught HIV, I would become a super spreader.
That look, he's like, checkmate.
If I ever got HIV, I'm gonna become a super spreader.
Dude's entire existence. Psychotic.
To society. It's safe to say he's going to be the most fascinating test to the South Korean legal system, because his entire strategy here is to disrespect South Korea as much as possible for some attention on his stream. Dude is essentially trading his freedom and life to be this edgy middle school class clown. Now, I'm hoping this is just empty words like everything else he says, but just like in all the other videos covering the guy, he will inevitably make things worse for himself as he decided to threaten to give the YouTube creator Legal Mindset HIV.
Legal mindset. I don't need to fight that. I'll walk past it, inject them with some HIV blood with a needle. Legal mindset.
See, that's a very specific threat against a very specific person. That's actually gets me. So that is what you would call, and that's a threat, and that's what you call a pinprick attack, which is, you can Google it. There's actually Wikipedia pages about it. There's stuff like that about it. That is very much criminal to threaten, to talk about, and in many countries, there's actually specific statutes that relate to that legally.
I mean, the fact that he even goes out and says that shows how much of a lowlife this guy is. But on top of that, Legal Mindset goes into detail on what these threats to the Korean public could mean for Johnny.
But in Korea, if you actually went over and threatened people with HIV, you could be guilty of any of these things: injury, attempted injury, serious injury, special threat, attempted crime, murder. Also, Korea has a special statute, a special law called the Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome, that's AIDS, Prevention Act, Article 19, Prohibition on Conduct risking transmission. What does that carry? I know you all want to know, and that is 10 years in jail. So 10 years under that statute for any conduct that would involve that. So that would be stacking on top of his already full stack of issues, 10 years in potential years in prison. That's a maximum penalty there.
So naturally, Johnny panics and starts backtracking, saying that that was all hypothetical and in Minecraft or whatever. But dude, that's not going to cover you legally. And he's realized how bad things are for him, hence why his new plan is to eventually flee South Korea, apparently.
Going to Incheon, I'm renting a boat or an inflatable raft, and I'm going to stream sailing to international waters. As soon as I hit international water, can't touch me.
That sounds like a great way to drown. So what's the plan here? Is he just trying to sail to Japan, where he's also banned? Because if he was going from Busan, his options are Japan or I guess North Korea if he goes all the way up the coastline. But there's a whole bunch of Korean islands on the way to Japan. So there's no way he's gonna make it to international waters. He'll just get arrested again. Yeah, and that would be cool, Arling, except he didn't say Busan, he said Incheon, which is even worse for him because then he only has North Korea and China and a whole bunch of Korean islands outside of Incheon. Great. Let's continue the video. But a lot of people have also been asking how his family are reacting to his antics. And he's actually addressed this before he was detained in Korea. So I can only imagine how they feel after all of this now.
You guys are my family. I'm not gonna lie. Like I told you, my family disowned me. My dad, the other day, I was like, do I really cause you that much stress? And my dad told me, you caused the whole world stress. I'm ashamed to be your father. I was like, what, Dad, really? If I had a son and he turned out like Ramsey, like John, I would be proud. This is a world enigma.
The only thing that makes Johnny an enigma is how stupid he acts. It's actually baffling. I've never seen a human being slowly self-sabotage and destroy his own life over the span of a few years for a handful of live stream viewers. At least not to this degree. This is just breaking records for being an absolute lowlife.
Why would you not be proud of this? Why would you not be proud of this? The only thing I'm really tripping over is because my dad told me he does not want me to have kids. He literally said, do not reproduce. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back to crashing out. Y'all don't like me anyway. I'll make a new family. You can't choose your family, guys, but you can make a new one.
This guy picked a parasocial relationship with some viewers who hate him and want to see him either arrested or worse over his own family. The judgment on this one is phenomenal. But clearly, when people poke him about this, it really strikes a nerve.
My father told me not to have kids. Yes, he said that. But for you to take that and make that a joke is not a fucking game. It's not fucking funny. Yes, my father said, do not have kids. He did say that. I'm gonna be honest. He did say that. I don't care.
Yeah, that reaction says otherwise, but will he take this as a wake-up call? Absolutely not, as he was just detained in Korea multiple times in one single live stream.
What's your name? What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
아,
Ah, hell nah.
이거는 왜 꺼내시는 거예요?
이거는 What's your name?
영국 깃발
No, I can film you.
일본 깃발
You in public. What?
예전에 그냥 대화하지만 괜찮아.
Back up.
영국 깃발 일본 깃발 밟으면서 유지로스 정문으로
We in the park. Ah, here it come. Here it come. It's crazy. You guys see? Police state. This is a police state. Don't listen to these police.
Don't speak, don't speak.
Don't speak. Oh, yeah, shut up.
있는 거 좀 볼게요, 뭔가.
These dudes are for some reason still acting like they're in America. Meanwhile, Hank was deported from the US. He can't even be here legally. And Johnny can't legally engage in any political protests in South Korea. And that's exactly what he's doing here with his buddy Hank, waving around some CCP flag and stomping on other flags for attention online. But Hank ends up actually getting fined for this. And all of this went down in a 9-hour-long live stream. But throughout the stream, it becomes more and more noticeable that Hank is upset with his fine. And this is the first time that he's received legal repercussions for hanging out with Johnny. And let's be real, the only reason they're out doing this was to entertain Johnny's viewers. But Johnny, he was gonna make it up to him with a couples massage, but not before they do a desktop stream first. And here, he announces when he's finished with the Johnny Somali shtick, he'll be a doctor.
I think I'm gonna go to medical school after this Johnny Somali arc is over.
I mean, on the bright side, at least he would be doing something positive for society, but good luck to anyone that has to be this guy's patient. To be honest, though, I don't think he's being serious at all because he immediately starts talking about the future of his live streaming career.
He also apparently queued out of the stream as he was celebrating 8,000
current viewers, but the only issue with that is his VOD only has 15,000 total views days after the stream. If those 8,000 viewers were concurrent viewers and they were actually real, you would have like anywhere from like 150,000 to maybe 500,000 views on that VOD. So there's basically a 0% chance that these views were legit. But he also announced his plans for his next trial.
I went to a tailor in Korea and we got my customized outfit and it's gonna be ready by Monday. Let's just say I told the tailor make it extra pointy. Extra pointy. We got some shit ready. for the court. They got mad at me for wearing an oversized suit. Let's see how mad they get this time. What I wear. Let's see. That's all I want to say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna leak nothing. I went to the tailor and I got that shit extra ready. I got it just like Kanye.
Is it all black or all white?
All black, just like Kanye. Just like Kanye.
Again, I mean, this dude is completely willing to throw away his freedom to entertain the handful of viewers who watch his streams. He's just the prime example of influencer Darwinism. My guess here is he's just realized he's destroyed his life and he wants to make it as entertaining as possible for himself until he inevitably gets thrown into Korean prison. I also forgot to mention that apparently they're not happy with the local news coverage of them, so they wanted to show up to their offices.
BC, the JBC News building is not even open. Who's the news that was talking shit about us?
JTBC.
So you want to go? You down to go to the headquarters?
Yes, and like demand an interview.
That's a good content line.
Actually demand an interview.
Me and Hang go to the Korean news channel that has been talking the most shit about us, and we show up to their headquarters live, and on YouTube live on this channel and Hang's channel, and we tell these we want to interview now, and we're not leaving till you call the police now.
So in case you were wondering why they were mad, they covered how he's ran out of money and that Hank is now asking for donations to continue to cover and pay for Johnny. So after the desktop stream, they decided to finally go to that couple's massage. But before they got there, Hank had to defend Johnny.
Somebody asked, hi, 친구. What the Yo, wait. Why you want to fight, 친구?
After Hank defended Johnny, Johnny canceled the couple's massage as he would rather just go and stream. So they parted ways.
All right, man. Go get your massage 2 hours. I'll go chill at the house.
Johnny leaves and goes back to the house because, as he states, he can't be outside alone because, you know, the Golden Goblin game is still going on over there.
Guys, I can't be out here solo unless Gookanto is gonna pull through.
And he's also openly admitted to being scared of walking around by himself out there due to being targeted.
Please don't say Odiga. I have a PTSD when you say Odiga. Please, I don't want to hear that word. That's Odiga is like hearing the N-word to me, bro.
That word is what the dude who knocked him out said just before knocking him out, which translates to where are you going? But continuing the live stream, Johnny makes a mistake.
Chat, another bottle of wine or what? Chat, another bottle of wine or what? Let me see one's in the chat. One's in the chat, another bottle of wine.
So he buys the bottle of wine, goes back upstairs, and I guess gets even more drunk, and that makes him brave enough to go back outside all by himself.
Oh my God. Oh, it's the police. I'm gone. It's the police. I'm running from the police. I'm gone. It's the police. Oh, I'm gone. Someone called the police. Someone called the police. Oh, open. I'm closing the door. I'm closing the door on the cops. I'm closing the door on the cops. Go. Someone call the cops. I swear to God. No. It's not the police.
Clearly, he should have been wandering outside. He should have just stayed at home. So he got away from the police. Unsure if that could count as fleeing from the police, considering they actually had their lights on. But then for some reason, he decided to go back downstairs. Because remember, he lets his live stream chat make his life decisions for him. The same people that want him either arrested or worse.
When did the chat go down? When did the chat go down? You think I'm lying? When did the chat go down? When did the chat go down? When did the chat go down? All right, silence. I swear they were for me. I'm going down. I'm not scared. What the fuck did they do to me? They harassed me. I'm not gonna go what they want. Oh, they're for me. I'm closing. Oh, no. Goodbye. What you want? What do you want?
조용히 해야 돼. Calm.
Huh? I'm YouTube live. I'm calm down.
Calm down.
You can tell the police are just so fed up with him at this point because they clearly have to deal with him on the regular. So they just end up telling him to go back home.
Go away from me. 치지 말라고. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm scamming. Go away. Go away. Okay. Go away. Stupid ass. Go away. Hey, go away. Go, hey. Hey, go. Huh?
So finally, they let him go back into Hank's apartment. So a lot of people are now speculating that Hank called the cops on Johnny when he left the apartment again, telling the cops that, hey, my friend is drunk and needs to go back home again or something, which honestly isn't unlikely at this point. And we also have a recent clip that came out of Hank promising that he's going to sort out a place for Johnny to live. I'm assuming on either his money or his family's money, because that apartment that both of them are living in is tiny. Johnny's been there for months. I can only imagine how irritating it is to live with Johnny there. And then on top of that, having to be Johnny's sugar dad while you're living in a tiny apartment with him, I can only imagine how frustrating that is. So it's not super far-fetched that he ended up calling the cops on him. And Johnny hasn't streamed since that night. So who knows? Will he stream before his next court date, or will he just show up to that court date in his pointy black gown as he was promising his chat? But I guess we'll continue to cover this as this train wreck happens, but I also have like 7 other train wrecks to cover this week, so stay tuned for the next video. And also, hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. And also, we've been dropping some new collections over on Matt.City. We just actually dropped Seoul alongside of many other cities, and we'll have many more to drop over the next couple of months, so stay tuned there as well. If you do want to check out the new collections, you can go to Matt.City. Link will be down the
Netanyahu says destroying Hamas is more important than freeing hostages. Wow, I'm so shocked. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised that that is a thing. Now, the reason why this is important to talk about also is because Ethan brought it up in the conversation. Ethan brought it up in the conversation with Sam, where he was he appeared like a fool, okay, on numerous occasions. But I'm going to go through some of these remarks that took place in the debate recap and review. Most importantly, just like the stuff that pertains to like misinformation. Okay. Some of you may know this already. Some of you probably watched it yesterday, but Sam Cedar, Uncle Sam, talked to Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein had by my estimation, I think Ethan wanted to talk to Uncle Sam Cedar, because he personally thought that they would have a lot of agreements that he would then turn around and use against me in a conversation that would take place tomorrow. But it didn't go down the way he thought it would go down, because, of course, Sam Cedar does not agree with Ethan on the issue of Israel-Palestine and agrees with me on the issue of Palestine. He tried to use a bunch of snippets and clips to try to get Sam to say, you're wrong, you're bad, whatever, Hassan is wrong, Hassan is bad. And Sam didn't eat the bait. Here is one funny clip from it. Here, we'll start off with this, that kind of shows exactly how this took place.
Unfortunately, whatever Sam's been peppered with before the debate, I've seen, is his co-host telling him that I'm obsessed with Hassan, which is kind of my problem with Hassan. We don't even have to talk about Hassan. Basically, if you ask Hassan or a lot of people on the left, I'm being characterized by Hassan and a lot of his cohorts, a hugely influential political streamer like Hassan. My criticisms of Hassan. The thing he's doing, by the way, and Hassan is... listen. I know we're arguing here about semantics of what Hassan said. Hassan pretty much openly supports Hamas. Let's not talk about Hassan. One thing that when I was talking to Hassan, this is what Hassan told me.
So yeah, it was a lot of Hassan.
That was fucking epic.
I'm glad that he really proved to Sam Cedar that he was not obsessed. This conversation, for those of you who don't know, was supposed to be about Israel.
If he wasn't convinced before, he is now.
It was supposed to be about, Sam Cedar's perspective, perspective on Israel-Palestine, and Ethan's perspective on Israel-Palestine. and maybe some of the disagreements that they had or some of the agreements that they had. Okay? But of course, because his focus on this matter is so incredibly narrow and so self-centered that, yes, he still used this as an opportunity to be like, look at these clips. First, he started off the conversation by talking about, by showing a clip that was supposed to reveal his perspective, his current perspective on Israel-Palestine. The clip, of course, he used was from Leftovers, from the first episode that we had after October 7, 2023. In that clip, he did say a bunch of things that were very pro-Palestine, that were correct, that was incredibly critical of Israel. That was part of the reason why I had thought that while Ethan might be a somewhat of a liberal Zionist, like ultimately he was, his heart was in the right place, and that he was amenable to seeing my position on the matter. I was wrong, but that was also part of the reason why I thought that he was, on board with talking about Israel's cruelty. And the reason why I said, I don't care about what Ethan is saying. That's the reason why I defended him for almost an entire year. Okay. As you guys know, there is like a 8-minute compilation of me where chatters are constantly bringing up shit he's saying. And I'm going, I don't care about Ethan. There's a genocide going on. Lock in. Who cares? Okay. There is that long video. Let me see if I can find it. I'll just show it to you. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Is this the one? Hold on. I think this is it. What is this? Oh, here. This is from Scarabell. Hold on. Starts off with Ethan Klein claims
Ethan is a mega Zionist. You are wrong. Okay, trust me. I don't think you know. I don't think you know many Zionists if you think Ethan is a mega Zionist. Not even close, dude. Time and time again, I've spoken about how Ethan is not your enemy. A person who cries when a Palestinian child dies is not your enemy. Okay? He's not. I've said these exact words over and over again. I told people in this community and people everywhere that will listen to what I have to say that you have to choose who you are actually angry at. There are people who are so loud and so proud about the ethnic cleansing campaign that Palestinians are experiencing currently. Go yell at them. He's been shitting on you on his members-only streams. I don't care. I don't care. Bro literally shat on you yesterday and his coworker for saying from the river to the sea, sorry, dog. I don't care. I do not care. This is petty drama, okay? I don't care. And neither should you, okay? I will always...
This is Biden talking about Netanyahu? No, this isn't Biden talking about Netanyahu. Okay, I'm explaining, like, it's very obvious. I'm explaining to you my position right here and right now. Listen to my words. Okay, just listen to what I am saying. When did it stop becoming petty drama? It stopped becoming petty drama when Ethan actively started taking scalps, when he started going after pro-Palestinian content creators and getting them banned. On November 1st, 2023, I was way more focused on, as you can see from the details in front of me from the Times of Israel article I was reading, that I was way more focused on the actual issues, the actual genocide that was taking place. Okay? And I don't even think that was messed up of me to do. That was what my focus was. And I think it was the appropriate thing to focus on. Part of the reason why I thought it was irrelevant what Ethan Klein was saying at that point was because, like, he's just another random content creator, and he wasn't occupying this space as someone who is, like, consistently defending Israel. I thought, foolishly, that he still was an open-minded individual, that he was actually going to have a change of heart, have a change of perspective. That was my assessment.
Stand by Ethan's ability to empathize and want to learn and want to change his perspective. Okay? That's it. Ultimately,
that Ethan never showed this clip compilation to show how pro-Palestine he is because it shows you were defending him when he was smearing you. Yes.
Ethan has the capacity to arrive at a meaningful position because he has empathy for Palestinian people. He is literally better on this circumstance.
He was never an open-minded individual. He was like this before Leftovers. Why are you in chat surprised? I didn't think so. I was wrong on that. I think that there was a point in time when he was an open-minded person.
circumstance, this issue, then 99% of like Americans who are ultra Zionists, okay? I'm not saying the entire country is ultra Zionist, but like 99% of Americans in the media and 99% of Americans in position of power that literally are just like unconditional support to Israel. Shut the fuck up. I've always demonstrated that until it reaches a boiling point, that I will always be kind to those around me that I believe I can communicate with, that I can lead by empathy. Okay? This has been my policy in perpetuity. You know this if you've been in here long enough. I tried with Aiden Ross, okay? And Ethan is not Aiden Ross. I think he will inevitably come around. Ethan is my friend. I think he's an empathetic person, and I hope that that is clear. No one, like, changing your perspective on an issue that is, like, near and dear. This is, by the way, this is 7 minutes and 34 seconds long. You need to understand something. The reason why I think it's so disingenuous and how much of a might want to move your camera to cover those notifications before someone says some fuck shit, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Why did you even bring that up? God damn it. Now someone is going to say some fuck shit. God damn it, chatter. God damn it. Oh. Sometimes you guys need to understand you're basically signaling to bad faith actors to operate in that way by saying shit like that. I hope you know that. I shouldn't have read it. It's my fault. Okay. My point was, it is crazy that he tries to claim to his audience that I was consistently attacking him from the jump. It is so wild that that is like a major motivator for him. A major motivator for him is this idea that like my community was constantly attacking him and I was constantly attacking him, and it was being done in an anti-Semitic fashion. When in fact, this is what I was doing this whole time. I don't think a single Ethan Klein fan has seen this in the past year. As a fan of H3 until yesterday, I can say that the discussion with Sam was a bridge too far. I'm no longer a subscriber of his, and I'm no longer an enlightened centrist. Oh my God, he lost Headband, the one guy who was constantly saying, I'm still a fan of you both. I'm still a fan of you both, but I'm officially done with H3 after hearing him be so heartless and inconsiderate to the genocide of the Palestinians. The problem is, like, I don't want his audience to leave him because he's, like, this isn't my goal, okay? My goal isn't to get people to stop watching.
It doesn't matter what your goal is, dude. People can make their own decisions. Don't feel bad about it.
Stop.
He's being a...
In defense of Israel, okay?
Dude, for a stop, everyone needs to stop giving him rope, man.
And the irony is, stop attacking people, Hasanabi Jesus. Wait, what? Who am I attacking? What are you saying? All of this is additionally crazy because chatters in here were giving you grief for not covering what Ethan was saying. Exactly. I think it comes from him perceiving your criticism of Israel and Israelis as him taking a personal attack on him and his family directly. It's like he can't make the situation about himself. Yes. This is defense of him is exactly what he expected from Ian. I guess you're a different case, huh? Yeah, but I did this. I did this for so long. I did this for so goddamn long because I, one, thought at most this was irrelevant and it would pass and Ethan would actually come to his senses. Ear to your heart is virtually impossible. It's one of the hardest things you can do. I will forever have respect for him for doing that on his own, okay? Everything that people say cynically he did to like win favors with a larger crowd, he did it on his own. Yes, you want to know why I know he did it on his own? Okay. Want to know why I know he did it on his own? Because look at the situation. He has family in Israel. He is absolutely shaped. Like his worldview is shaped by this experience. And instead of just like writing off every single thing that people have said and very comfortably finding himself in the bosom of like Zionist sentiment, which he could have just as easily done. He could have just turned around and been like, yeah, fuck shit. I'm scared. These people are being anti-Semitic. And there is a lot of anti-Semitism that increases in times like this. That much is absolutely true. Instead of turning around and being like, fuck that, he's like trying to tackle it head on and go through the internal conflict, that internal struggle that he feels with his own personal experience, with his own personal worldview and his morality and the way that he sees it from what he perceives as a completely hostile audience. And you need to, as a community, also stop ripping into Ethan non-stop. As I've said it over and over again, leading up to the conversation that we had on this broadcast. You guys are so stupid for doing that. You are. And it frustrates me.
Nah, you're stupid for it. I hope you can admit that now. Which is, no disrespect. No disrespect.
Love iDubbbz, Ethan as well. People that have actually changed course, recognized their mistakes in the past,
and now adding.
Is Anthony Fantano wearing fucking Tay Fresh?
For the record, obviously, I don't stand by these opinions now. Hindsight is 2020. But you need to understand something. This is a principled, empathetic stance that I maintain when I'm talking to every single person. And all of your, oh, we were right and you were wrong attitude here is not going to change me from the way I deal with this stuff, okay? I'm just not going to I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt, the benefit of the doubt. God damn, I can't even talk. I'm not going to stop because I'm not going to stop when it comes to a random chatter. I'm not going to stop when it comes to other content creators with massive audiences. The reason why I'm not going to stop is because there are plenty of instances where people do have their minds changed, okay? You don't see that, you don't hear about it because it doesn't make the news. It doesn't turn into a massive problem. There is, of course, a point of no return, and I think that we're way past that. You underestimate the resentment that grew after Leftovers ended, and he lost a significant portion of his fan base. He blames you. I know he does. I know that now. I did not think that someone who I had a podcast with, a political podcast with, would be so selfish as to basically blame his former podcast co-host for his own exodus of his own audience that he had cultivated, he had developed. He had developed with a progressive mindset in mind. But remember, the reason why I won't stop being charitable to people and assume that they can change until it becomes like very apparent that they won't, and I have a much higher standard for that than most.
Charitability is masturbation, bro. You're only doing it so you can feel better about yourself if he's a dick. Who gives a fuck? Just fuck charitability.
That's it.
No one deserves charitability.
Lead by example on that front.
Unless they're a really, really good person.
Also, take that attitude to your own personal relationships with other people that don't agree with you. That's it. Are very valuable because every single person has a reactionary perspective deep down inside on one issue. We are all totally. I don't think there's a point of no return.
Lies.
Yes, of course
I have zero reaction
on principle. I don't believe
in my body.
Point of no return. But of course,
Period.
I have to switch tactics. This is the.
And if I have some, I don't know about it. If I found it, I would murder you.
Who are genuinely curious, and then there's some people who use the "I'm just genuinely curious" to shit stir. Okay? While I do think that every single troll that comes in here could be redeemed, could be talked to, and you could change their minds, sometimes in the interest of stopping reactionary sentiment dead in its tracks, yes, I will clap back. Do you understand? It doesn't mean that doesn't mean that I couldn't, if I chose to and spend enough time and enough effort, change people's minds. But, you know, I have a limited amount of time. I have a finite amount of time and space here. So, of course, I'm going to use that in the ways that I see are most efficient. It's embarrassing to admit now, but I would watch his podcast every day and tune into your stream after he made the heel turn. He just completely turned me off with his attitude. He just can't put the mirror up to his face and confront his own demons. Acceptable to the intersectionality of privilege. Privilege causes us to have blind spots. Ethan is my friend. We may have disagreements every now and then, but I have maintained the position that his heart is always in the right place, and he's on a journey of learning. Every single day I went live in the beginning, every single day I would spend at least 5 minutes to 30 minutes talking about how Ethan is not your enemy. You should not yell at Ethan. Ethan is a good person. Be more charitable to those who are open. And I think another big thing is you get clip chimped a lot. And if you made snap judgments on people, you would be as bad as the audience who listens to what they say about you with no charity. That too, for sure. As someone who is the recipient of bad faith attacks and clip chimping, consistent clip chimping, yes, I definitely have a lot more charity for random content creators who I don't know the extent of their opinion. Ethan wasn't your friend. Ethan is your enemy. Ethan isn't a good person. Hindsight. I'm not an
My beard is fucked. I wish it didn't exist.
The reason why I had charity was because I thought that remember, at this point, he's just making snide remarks. I'm not fully aware of all the shit he's saying, and I'm purposely not even paying attention to what he's saying because I feel like there's more important things at hand. Okay? But obviously, there is a change that takes place before. This is on February 23rd, 2024. You're looking at this with hindsight vision. Many of you were already aware of Ethan's ways, I guess. But I'm trying to explain to you that, like, at that point, I just didn't think that it was all that significant. But around October, I think, of last year, this tunes up. This turns into a massive harassment campaign and susceptible to your opinions every single day. I'm still friends with Ethan, by the way. I still talk to Ethan every day. Every single day. Throughout the stream. Just say Ethan is a idiotic take. Ethan and I obviously have disagreements on this stuff, but Ethan has also personally said it isn't apartheid. What the fuck do you want? As a dude who did go on birthright, he is infinitely more progressive than, you know, a lot of these people that are writing these letters and shit. Okay, please stop telling about Ethan all the time. Jesus Christ. Time and time again, I told my adult community to shut the fuck up about Ethan. I even banned the mention of Ethan in this community, and I think still to this day it is banned. The idea that I did not try to genuinely scale back the harassment that Ethan was experiencing is ridiculous.
How you do PR for Ethan Klein, who's a Zionist? You do PR for Ethan Klein, who's a Zionist. How can you tell her not to defend a Zionist when you defend Ethan Klein, who's openly Zionist? What the Okay. Ethan Klein called Israel an apartheid state in, I think, 2021. Okay? Ethan himself has been very critical of the state of Israel and has even called it an apartheid state far before October 7. Okay? I personally don't even care if he's like calling me out or whatever. I heard that like people were saying that Ethan talked about me on his podcast today or some shit like that. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. For me, you know what I do care about? Ethan considering what Israel's doing to be genocidal far before October 7th. Okay? I do care about that. I think that that matters, especially when he is so close to the subject matter, so close to the different aspects of social conditioning that play a pretty prominent role in the development of American Jews, who are very progressive people overall. Okay? I don't care. In no matter what he says about me, my community.
I'm just going to share this with you instead of just reading it to myself silently. Let's see. This is a post by the almighty Bada Panada. Zionist argumentation. Follow along the list next time you see a Zionist and see how accurate it is. Luckily, I only see Zionists mostly here on YouTube. Not too much IRL. Number one, you shouldn't say that. In lieu of making an argument against the facts being cited, Zionists act like it is self-evidently ridiculous and unacceptable for you to cite said facts. I.e., wow, you really said that? Oh my God. Just JQ on main. Denying reality. When one doesn't work, Zionists move on to deny reality itself, simply claiming that incredibly well-documented Zionist crimes never happened, or blaming the victims for forcing the Zionists into committing such crimes, i.e., Ethan Klein denying the mass rape of Palestinian women and claiming that Palestinians forced Israel to bomb their hospitals. 3, inventing reality and backed into a corner. Where it's clear that 1 and 2 won't work, Zionists will try to make the appearance of them engaging with the facts without actually doing so. They will recreate their own ridiculous hypothetical scenario to replace the facts you brought up and they couldn't deal with. The facts that they brought up that they couldn't deal with. That's so fucking true. They will then argue as if the scenario they made up is what actually happened in reality and demand you engage with the thing that they had made up rather than the actual thing that's demonstrably happened. This is, i.e. Lonerbox claiming with literally no evidence that assassinated Palestinian toddlers were actually adult Hamas fighters and then fluidly moving on as if that supposition was true. Number 4, you're anti-Semitic. It's perfect. It's you can like set a clock to this. When everything else fails, when all the cheap tricks just don't work, they revert right back to old faithful. This one also very often comes before anything else in the list as well, when the Zionists are feeling particularly lazy. Get them. Unable to deal with the reality that so plainly shows them as genocidal, Zionists simply throw out what they consider to be the magic word, implying that genocide and mass rape are legitimate and good when committed by the right group of people. Them. Number 5, you'll be punished into silence. Completely aware of the disgustingness of their genocidal rape ideology, Zionists will, when backed into a corner, will always fall back on attempting to silence anyone who points out that obvious fact. They will mass report you, write letters to their congressman, try to contact your employer, spam social media messages at anyone and anything they consider even mildly associated with you, etc. But what they won't ever do is try to argue against the facts you presented, because they can't. Do you believe for a second that Zionists are misled and propagandized victims? They are not. They know perfectly well what their beliefs and actions. They know perfectly well that their beliefs and actions are disgusting, unacceptable to actual human beings. That's why they avoid discussing them directly so desperately. The only difference between Nazi Germany and Israel is that Israel is totally dependent on foreign support. Woo, oh man. So see, Nazis, like, they were actually able to like build their own army, which isn't like commendable. I feel like that's like I feel like you're taking a shot. So it and its supporters need to keep up appearances more. Exactly. If they were let entirely loose and had the means of doing so, they do the exact same as the Nazis did. I mean, they are doing what the Nazis did, but they're like just the rhetoric is different. The rhetoric is, I mean, both the Nazi rhetoric and Zionist rhetoric are both absurd because they're both based on like fantasies. Like you may as well base a country off of Lord of the Rings. Like that's how fantastical it is. Both Israel and Nazi Germany are just based on myth. They want to be able to be as open about their aims as Hitler was. And when talking among themselves, they often are. And when they talk to the Israeli media, the Hebrew-speaking media, I think they kind of go mask off for the most part. But in lieu of being able to do so publicly, they use this list. I can tell that Bad Empanada just like has something in his head. He just needs to get it out, and he does so well. Because yeah, this is a well. it is a perfect checklist. You can expect this. Oh my goodness, I'm so close to being done. This download. Serves as watching Dead Domain. Good on him. But I won't say it. All I'll say is that Dead Domain, goated as fuck. Thank you.
So there was a hearing in Congress.
Alaikum salam. What up, everyone, and welcome to Bad Hasbara,
the world's most moral podcast. Peace be upon you all.
That's right. My name is Matt Lieb. I will be your most moral co-host.
I'm Daniel Matte, your other most moral co-host. Hi, everyone.
Hi. We're so excited to have all y'all here. It's time for another episode of this podcast. Are you ready? We're going to begin right now. Please give us 5 stars in review. So excited to be back. Yeah, 5 stars in review. You know all the stuff, all the intro stuff that we do. We, want you to subscribe. If you haven't done that yet, please do. We want you to join the Patreon, patreon.com/badhasbara, because not only do you get to listen to us once a week early before everyone else does, but you also get a bonus episode exclusive just to patrons. So please do that. It helps us out. It makes everything worth doing.
Do you know that we're inching closer to 40,000 subscribers now on YouTube?
Oh, on YouTube. I was about to say, oh shit, I haven't checked the Patreon in a while. I was about to fucking, I was about to like buy a house. Yeah, no, we're very close. We're very close to 40,000 subscribers. There's one thing I'll say about YouTube growth is it's a slow but steady. Slow but steady. In terms of people,
it's a low risk investment. You're going to get, if you invest in stocks correlated to YouTube growth, it's only going up. Unless we get a massive censorship purge. Either that, you're not going to have a huge windfall, I would say.
Yeah, it's like it's just when go up. I mean, we're GameStop. Nothing's stopping us from keeping going. What happened with GameStop? They probably went down. I won't compare us to GameStop, but I will say I'll compare us to, the American economy. Eternal. Always going up. Everyone knows. You can't fuck with the American economy because we are the only people who print dollars. You can't beat that. I don't want some weird other countries' kings and queens on my money. Neither do you. You only want American presidents. Washington, Adam, George. You know what I mean?
100%.
Please go to patreon.com/Hasbara. Also, please, if you are in the San Francisco Bay Area, go to Cobb's Comedy Club on May 7th.
We're so close.
Approaching. My wife and I, we're going to be co-headlining over.
No way.
It's going to be a really fun night. So get your tickets now before it's too late. And it's almost too late. I mean, it's the 28th when we're recording this. And by the time this comes out, you'll have like 7 days. So you better do it. You do it or I'll find you. Today's episode is brought to you by the Samir Project. The Samir Project is a donations-based aid initiative led by 4 Palestinians in the diaspora working to supply emergency funding to the displaced families of Gaza. The fund was originally formed to purchase and distribute tents in southern Gaza and is now supplying cash envelopes on an as-needed basis to allow families the independence to secure the specific aid they require for themselves. Now, more than ever, this aid is desperately needed. So if you have any money, please consider going to bit.ly/SameerProj, SameerProj, and donating as soon as you can. That would be good. Better to do that than to donate, than to subscribe to this podcast. That just better use of your money. So do that for us, please.
Extra slop versus a warm feeling in your heart that you've helped save a life.
Yeah, or at the very least made it like slightly more comfortable during a genocide. I feel like that's probably going to feel better than listening to us do dick jokes about something terrible. So do
like
that.
Dicks.
Yeah, right.
Dick jokes about dicks.
Mostly our dick jokes are just about dicks. We don't use it as a metaphor all that much. Daniel Mate, I know you're still on the road.
I am.
But can you tell me, what's the spin?
Well, I'm on the road. Here I am at a hotel near the Yellowstone River in Montana.
Oh, that sounds
Once again,
lovely.
I'm not afraid of divulging my location because by the time you hear this, I'll be long gone.
Moving from
and there are
bunker to
record
bunker,
stores along the way. What's that?
You're moving from bunker to bunker like Dick Cheney during the War on Terror. You know? Now I'm in Montana. I'm gonna find some children blood to drink. I don't know if they
shoot them in the face. But there are
Dick Cheney was definitely the penguin. Could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood.
The coup.
Oh, the coup. Hell yeah.
The coup, get on it.
Juice.
Yes.
Appropriate.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
Not genocide and Jews.
No, although they have
I was really excited to find this one. For some reason, I didn't think it was available on vinyl. It is. This is Peter Gabriel's soundtrack to The Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh,
titled
shit.
Passion.
No way you have a record player on the road with you, though, man. You're just looking at those. You're not listening.
Instrumental music, yeah.
You're buying them and then you go on Spotify to listen to it.
Soundtrack?
It is. It's one of the rare Martin Scorsese movies where Robbie Robertson wasn't involved.
Wow. Interesting.
From the band, yeah.
I don't think I've bought
or at least he's done
an album since 2012.
For Scorsese.
I've been all Spotify since
also on the Jesus Tip.
that Neurosis album came out. I forget which one it was, but it was around 2012.
There were a lot of Second City people involved in early versions of it. I think Andrea Martin and maybe Eugene Levy. Like there was a Toronto incarnation of it, and a lot of those.
Is
guys
Godspell a comedy?
No, but it's sort of a.
I actually had that record. Funny enough, I had it. I'm sold it.
Upbeat retelling of aspects of the Bible. I don't even know if it's like specifically Jesus, but it's. I don't actually know much about it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen it. I don't know it.
Written by Stephen Schwartz, who wrote Wicked.
Oh, shit.
But one of his very, very early shows, maybe his first.
Maybe.
And then finally, I had to get this one.
Oh, Lord, John Wayne, America, Why I Love Her. That is, I did not know he put out an album.
Yeah, he did. There are tracks like Why I Love Her, The Hyphen, Mis raíces están aquí, my roots are buried here. Face the Flag, Why Are You Marching, Son, The Pledge of Allegiance, and An American Boy Grows Up. And there's a big, there's a little inscription here by John Wayne about the importance of America to him. So I'm looking forward to, I someday hope to be a sample artist. I would love to, make sample-based music, and there's going to be some great samples on that. So.
It's just so funny that he put out an album, and it's like, you're an actor. You're not actually a cowboy.
Well, William Shatner has albums. Leonard Nimoy has albums. It
Right,
used to
but
be-
but William Shatner's albums weren't about fucking green women in space. Like he's not actually a fucking like the idea
Yeah, but
that
John Wayne really believed in this stuff.
I know he believed in it, but Christ, with the fucking, it's like he was like sort of like the proto.
I thought I got fucked. I'm so happy now.
Cowboy. It's just like no, you don't actually have to be a cowboy to dress like one. You just have to love America. And
I'm a cowboy, baby. Kid Rock.
I'm gonna see if I can find that one on Spotify.
Yeah, I don't know if it's there, but yeah.
I don't mind giving him a few percentages of a penny for every listen.
Did you know that Kid Rock is actually the king of white trash? He is the literal liege of fucking
some wonderful music
cat piss
that you
crackers.
yourself could listen to or not. At the very least, we know Daniel is. Before we introduce our guests, just a quick hit, a little bit of content just to wet your whistle. So this is from Max Blumenthal. He just posted this. Apparently, a former senator named Norm Coleman said this very interesting thing at the Jerusalem JNS Policy Summit. JNS, what is it? Jewish National Services, let's guess.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
What is JNS? That is the Jewish News Syndicate. There we go.
Okay, let's jump into this. Let's get reloaded. We got Seth Rogen, operator, yo. Dive in now and join Seth on an epic fucking journey where you can earn XP to unlock reward. Shut up. Uh-oh.
If you're watching this, guess I didn't make it through. Tough shit. Something stinks around here. I couldn't put my finger on it. But now, the company's compromised. Don't think it's Menendez or the Russians or any state actor. Could be goddamn men from Mars for all I know. They're crafty. Use war and chaos to mask their stench. But once they caught a whiff, they've been in our shadow for years. All through Vietnam. Afghanistan.
Wait, this is from the beginning of the season.
Russia.
Even that does look cool looking with the chandelier.
Whoever they are, they've done a hell of a job covering their tracks. Almost missed them. Almost. Putting together a file. Code names, missing documents. I didn't get the chance to hunt these bastards down. So you're gonna have to clean up my unfinished business.
Why? Oh, so he's done. He's probably saying, leaving this message from the grave. The bitch is dead. Fuck it, I got it.
Hello, I'm Seth, and I'm a gun now, apparently. Man, this is the weirdest trip I've ever been on, and I've gone to Joshua Tree.
This is pretty funny, actually. Equip that. Yo, buds. Seth Rogen did. Look at Seth Rogen, bro. Using that movie. Whoa, Necromage. They changed this. They're always fucking with the store. Like, how can we get people to buy more shit? Constantly updating the store. This is terrible. Give me the free shit, bitch. Robo Duel. All this AI created dog shit. Like, seriously. I mean, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. It's that AI loves spikes. Spikes are easy. That's why I'm not sure if it's AI or not, but honestly, if you threw fucking Stoner Lizard into ChatGPT, this is probably what it would come up with. Yeah. This is some strange. I mean, we got all sorts of movie stars. Like, they should, like, bring in, like, just the most random actor / actress possible. Like Sydney Sweeney, that should bring that. I already got the free shit. What the fuck, brah? Alright, fuck off then. Alright, let's see. Joint operations. What's that about, man? What? Completing various modes to earn score for your team. I don't know what that. What's joint operation? I don't get it. Blaze Town 24/7. Nomad, that's the Nomad, the one from the beginning of the season. Yeah, that was Nomad and the other. Okay, whatever. Let's check out Haven and Signal 24/7. Yeah.
Good. Okay. See, this is why
I keep muting it when I want to burp in your ear.
He was calling on the Jewish tech industry CEOs to counteract Gen Z's growing support for Palestine. So Coleman apparently was the warm-up act for Netanyahu who came out, but this is just like one of those things that you see that you can't help but go. At this point, I think, as a community, have just fully embraced anti-Semitic tropes as very real things and can't be all that helpful to us.
Now, to distract 8-day-old Jewish males during their bris, they just give them a tiny globe to hold. So that their hands don't get in the way of the board.
Yeah, exactly. Just hold on to this globe with one hand. Maybe give them some money. Here it is. Here's the video.
The majority of Gen Z have an unfavorable impression of Israel. And my friends, I think the reason that is that we're losing the digital war. So they're getting information from TikTok and whatever it is, and we're losing that war. When you think about it, the masters of the universe are we've got... What? We got Sergey Brin, we got a group across across the board. Jan Holmes, head of founded WhatsApp. It's us.
Oh man, you gotta be just a little bit older than a millennial to know what this shit is. Well, no, unless you're, unless you're part of the LGBTQ plus community.
Just how do you go up and go? Guys, we're losing this PR war, and we shouldn't be because we control the media. I don't think it's. I'm not telling tales out of school to say. We, as the Jews, we run stuff. So what the hell? Like, how do you? At this point, what's even the point of anti-Semitic tropes anymore? If it's just what to be used by proponents of the state of Israel. Fucking A.
But we're going to run this mode tonight.
Oh my fucking god. So Norm, I had to look this up. He is Jewish.
Yeah, his paternal grandfather changed his name to Goldman.
I love that. Because at first I was like, Coleman? That's not a... Then yes, he changed his name. He was a senator. He lost to, I believe, Adam said it was Al Franken. Yeah.
He lost to Stuart.
Yes, he lost to Stuart Smalley, who was, Gossard. But that's fine, because he, went into lobbying, went into all of the other things that revolving Washington does. But it's good that he's landed on. But
Enemy spring mine!
That's where we're at. That's where we're at. And we wanted you to be elders of Zion. We wanted you to be elders of Zion. We wanted you to control the bank. Rabbi. Yeah, so that is, hey, that's the state of things. And now it's time to introduce our wonderful guests. You know them from the great podcast, the Deep Program, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Welcome to the host of the Deep Program, JT
Hello.
But it's the collab. Yes.
Are you Jews?
Well, I'm called the producer.
I am from the country with the longest continuous up until the 50s existence of a Jewish diaspora. So there must be someone.
Yeah. They'll probably have some like masters like blood. Like
exactly right. Also, I'm actually a son of these Europeans.
Excuse me?
Coming out.
I'm not from the Middle East.
Mr. Scottish, Irish, God knows, whatever American blend.
Me too. That's the thing.
That's my heritage.
Yeah.
You're changing it from gold
Heritage
to
not
Coleman. Like you're moving from gold to Coleman.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's. I like it too because it's something. I mean, this is not something that was that strange at that time. People were like new immigrants from America. A lot of people changed their name. And one side of my family are Kramers, and they added like an extra A. Oh no, I'm sorry. They took away like one of the letters to make it seem it's still Kramer, but it's spelled more Anglo-y apparently. Yeah, it's spelled Kramer. But yeah, it's just very funny. Like Coleman also sounds like I don't know.
It makes sense that it's spelled Kramer because you are half and half.
That's true. That was good. You guys should enjoy that. That's going to be the podcast.
That's quality.
Well, that's quality here.
You know how we do it.
And you know, half and half. Okay, so to be members of the Master League or rulers of the universe,
Fading the fiction.
if a team has like 3-4%, is he allowed to win? Is it 15? Is it 20?
Well, how much does he love Israel?
like a bit less.
Nonetheless.
Are you gonna include the bit that I was when you made me just
Yeah, we'll add that at the end. Just so you know, at the podcast. He was saying some Arabic words about Israel that I did not understand. What I mean.
Someday we will do a compilation of all of our guests. Pre-tape. Bloopers.
That's real, yeah.
It'll be a massive content nuke,
Yeah. Full content nuke ourselves. That's right.
Whatever has so much fun, yeah.
I know. I don't even want to see movies anymore. I just want to see them fucking up and laughing.
I remember when I was younger, you guys remember it for sure, the Toy Story movie. For some reason, at the end of that, they had a bunch of animated movies as if they're shot. Yeah, it's cool. But also, as a kid, I was like, what the fuck?
Let's play Toy Story podcast. By the way, if anyone get in less trouble.
Stayed through the credits.
For real?
No, there isn't.
Damn.
Oh.
Doesn't that have like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's fantastic, yeah. I don't know if 100% of it works, but it's so over the top in its imagination. It's great.
I gotta check it out. My birthday's coming up this end of the week, and so I think I'm gonna go see it for my birthday.
Nice.
Finally turning 25. So, program, tell me, how did a Slav, an Iraqi, and a Southern get together and try to take out
Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
Really, I was doing an apology.
Foreigners.
Absolutely all of the income, and it's been going really well. I mean, 3 years in, still that room we are in a little mansion. I think by year 6, JP's situation will have been paid and 5%. I think that's respectable.
Look, I'm still in the listening and learning phase.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I'm letting him keep his curls for now.
Thanks, partner.
Well, I appreciate, JP, that you sit your white ass down and listen.
Yeah,
and that's
having a little trouble here partying up. We'll see if it's busted.
That's what this podcast is all about. So you guys have been doing the podcast for 3 years. You have a booming Patreon, which is the envy of the world, aka the envy of this podcast. And you have a great community on Reddit
which is completely disjointed from.
No,
Disavow.
We have the exact same problem. Which is a Reddit
Own
community that-
separate universe.
Dude, there are times people make posts about the podcast, and there'll be hundreds of comments about what the fuck. There's a podcast.
I get DMs. Do you guys support this? And it's a screenshot of a random guy commenting on the Reddit. I'm like, oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I am actually hundreds of thousands of people.
No, we're the masters of the universe. Remember, we have
That's
an
right.
omnipotent view. No.
So you guys, you started doing the podcast, and what has been the blowback from it? Because I imagine,
Hello, can you hear me?
Jello, I can hear you.
Oh, hey, we got double Rogans.
Seth Rogen, man. Wait, do we? Oh,
I can see your.
Oh,
your
sweet.
Rogan.
Yeah, now I see you. Yeah, it's kind of like a Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
Slash super soldier slash super pot man, whatever.
Super pot man. Yeah, definitely. Bucket hat and the yellow teardrop sunglasses. Quite
Dig
awesome.
it. I had to pick up the there's like a premium track. Did you have you looked over? Have you gone over to the high art tab?
Just briefly, yeah. Just briefly.
Yeah, all you had to do is get XP and get through this shit.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of a fan of the Seth Rogen skin in the premium track, and it was like 1,100 COD points, and like I already had it in my shit, so I'm like, screw it, I'll get it.
Yeah. That's what I was like. Fuck it. I'm sure it's going to be funny commentary, so it's worth getting.
Yeah, it's got all the voice quips. I have no idea what he's going to be saying, but he's a pretty funny guy, so hopefully some of them are pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Do you want to jump into new maps, or do you need to do any setup for
No, I'm
for
good
challenges?
to go. Yeah, I
gotta
do
get
have
a couple
challenges. I
more.
got some sniper headshots. I got to do 5 of those.
Snipers.
But yeah, no, let's just jump into whatever. Tonight's wine night, so I'm gonna be headed downstairs in about 35 minutes or so.
Hey,
hopefully I can get my challenges done.
Hey, well, we're gonna try. We're gonna jump into the new maps. One of them's a regular size, which I haven't gotten on yet. I only got one match in before we partied up here. Signal is a super small map with a bunch of water underneath it. You can like swim underneath the entire map pretty much. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Maybe it'll grow on me. But I haven't been on Haven yet. And based on what I saw, Ace had a video on it, and it looks pretty cool. It's like one of the kind of square, a square type map, which I find nice. I like the square maps.
Yeah, I do too.
Kind of like Babylon's a square map, and it's that one with the
shipment.
Oh, of course, well, shipments the ultimate penultimate.
The original square.
The original square map.
And then there's the map called Square. I'm joking.
Is there? Oh,
No.
God. I was trying to think. I was about to rack my brain. Like, which game was that? Oh man! So what kind of wine are we drinking tonight, man?
Well, since I got something published for a change, I bought
Yeah,
some top
congrats,
shelf
dude. That was
stuff.
really funny, man. Did you
Thanks.
just write that like yesterday?
I wrote it this morning, dude. That was nuts. Yeah,
And it
I
got
just was
published
like,
like same day.
yeah, because it's a timely piece, and they have a track where if you write a timely piece, you submit it to their special website address for timely pieces, and they'll give it extra fast attention.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm I'm very happy about.
It was good, man. Really, it's funny.
Yeah.
And the because the whole Trump's do I got you right now? Do we lose each other? Are we on? I keep forgetting that talking in this part's usually a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're back. This is the Haven, right? Yeah. I have not. This is my first time on this map.
Has been approved.
It's a big square map. Actually, reminds me more of what was that one map like that was in like a Greek map or something? I forget. Oh, sorry.
Ah, fuck.
God damn it! I keep running. Going into head-on collision with you and then take a shot. And finally, that was the enemy.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
This is not a good sniper map, at least not for me at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think it's like long range shot. Not long. Line sight.
I got a challenge to do. Gotta do it. Oh, come on.
So is this sniper kills or headshots? What is it?
It's gotta be headshots.
Okay.
Hard.
I would camp
Fuck.
on this map.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
If you're
to.
running a gun and I would find like
Not working out.
Yeah. Unless you're down with the quick scoping, which is.
Yeah, I gotta warm up to that.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's like if I'm. God damn it! Oh.
I might just because I'm still the new sniper that came out this season is by far the worst sniper in the game. But it's still not terrible. I mean, it's not that great, but I'm just about done grinding the camo on it. But there's a new submachine gun in the event, the 420 Get High event track. There's a new SMG at the end in the free track. The marksman rifles in this game are terrible, and the only way that they're like halfway decent is if you put like in a automatic fire modification on it. Like right now, I'm using
automatic fire.
So I'm turning automatic from a semi or burst. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got this AEK AEK 973. I've got a rapid fire automatic mod on it, but you can't put an extended mag on it, which is annoying.
Drop care package on my beacon. TACOM, as they're requesting napalm strike.
Oh.
Taking fire!
Yeah, I need to play match domination on this map. And get the,
commence watchdog helo mission.
I get the lay of the land. Yeah, there's a lot of crying in the COD community as of late about the how it's what happened to Call of Duty, man. We've got Ninja Turtles and Weeds, Seth Rogen. What happened to my game? But
Oh God.
a lot of that's going on right now, and it sucks. Yeah, it's like, dude, just. You sound like a you sound like an old geezer. Just shut the fuck up. Enjoy it. Have fun. It's a fun game. Just don't take it so seriously. You can still they still have like the badass military skins, but just because you're like, what, you don't want other people wearing it. Like, I don't want to have to look at other people. It's like they seriously want to like have a mode put in where you can flip it on where it kind of like turns off the crazy skins and everyone's just kind of got a mill sim.
They do have that? Or
No, they're like
they should?
people are calling for that shit. People like
God.
Ace.
Is it that a big deal?
Yeah, the Ace, the old man of Call of Duty.
Good lord.
I want Call of Duty to be as unfun as possible. Bounty movement, take it out. Fun skins, take them out. Yeah, I feel like Call of Duty like players have like zero memory. If they'll complain about one thing and then like the next game will be like whole different can of worms. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I just froze up for a second. Did you?
No, I'm alright.
Cool.
Enemy spring mine! That's a kill.
Yeah, I haven't made sense in this map yet. I need more time on it. It's a bit of a, it's more labyrinthian than I thought it would be.
CIA's best. Act like it.
Come on. 3 shots on this guy and I didn't get him. Fuck that.
Oof. Got a guy around.
Should have been a
sword.
headshot.
Stay on task.
Oh. Double elimination, but no headshot.
Enemies rearming!
Headshots.
Oh, hell yeah! That's how it's done!
Okay, we're warming up. Whoa,
Give me
you
a
still got the
break.
best play though. Let's go.
I was on the bottom.
Yeah, but still though, you got the best play. Here you go.
Here's my double. Here's my double.
Thank you. Oh, nice collateral. Love it.
Funny that I got that.
You know what?
'Cause
You
that
got-
was
you
a
got the
shitty
honor.
fucking match.
Hey, you know, hey, that's a I'm a grinding my sniper.
Yeah.
We're doing a sniper challenge, KD, right there. Plus, new map, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
New map.
All right, I got 4 out of 5. Just need one more. All right, I can deal with that. And I'll worry about the war cry. Not even gonna try war cry with a sniper.
It might be. I mean, if you, why not?
I guess why not? Yeah, it can't hurt. It's just I get a little stressed when
You use Warcry? Like, what's the challenge of Warcry? Do you just gotta like juice up players, or do you gotta get kills?
3 kills while I'm using.
Yeah, you could be laying back, just slap on Warcry and start sniping at people.
Sure.
All right, this is the other map. Signal. Pretty small. Again, not sure how I feel about this one yet. I'm not a fan of water. And this is basically like almost considered a water map. So weird, man. This new loading screen from the new event. I feel like everything's AI. Nothing just seems right.
Fuck you. Fuck. My headshot.
Got it?
Oh, I got it. Sweet. Oh, where?
Body blast!
Oh, you can shoot. I'm like in this pool shooting at people underwater. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. What are you using your main gun while you're underwater?
No, I'm using the pistol.
Okay. It doesn't pull that out automatically. I'm like a cat. I don't even like want to go in the water.
Oh, yeah. Running around with an empty gun, that's never a good idea. Sure way to die. Okay, there we go, boys. Spooch. Alright, going underwater. If I die, if I don't come up, I'm sure I will.
Oh yeah, you'll run out of there eventually. You know how it is.
The old dying in the water.
It starts pulsating red. Like your eyes are about to explode. Speaking of Warcry, I'm just sniper, find cover. That's pretty much the two field upgrades I've been using consistently. Depending on the game mode, is trophy and Warcry.
I know it's ratty, but I do like the spring mine. It grew on me. It's kind of
the spring mine. Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun to be creative with it sometimes.
Yeah, I'm still. I go through different phases of shit I like, but I've been on the Molotov for a while. I really like being able to like kind of draw people out of cover. Because you can slap it somewhere near them and it's gonna affect them and they're gonna move. You asshole. And it also just feels really good if you find a camper just laying there on his belly, you just burn him to death, watch him die as he squirms. Good stuff.
Crispy. I like that when it says crispy.
Yeah, crispy.
Crispy.
It's like, am I the only one getting hungry?
Oh, sorry. I just shot you and then blew myself up like a true hero.
That's how we do it. I do appreciate the variety of types of maps in this game. Like the bullet train map is like so different from any other map. It's just cool that there's just like the variety. Oh, bro, if we have time, we got 3 minutes left in this match. Like the most.
Come on.
They do have the new fucking Smokers Paradise Nuketown if you got time to jump into one of those.
Come on, die. You stupid ass. Come on, I ran out of ammo. The guy was coming at me. I just started beating the shit out of a Ninja Turtle. He died. In life was good. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Ninja Turtles fighting Seth Rogen. That's pretty funny. When you get one of the events milestones, like it'll pop up, say hi art, but like this, it's like the music's like almost like 90s hip hop kind of like. It's pretty fun. I don't know. It's one more kill with a stronger blinded. Okay. Did you finish the challenges? I have not finished mine yet.
I still have to do a war cry, and I'm having some issues. I don't think I've gotten any. Every time I turn it on, I die. So.
Not much time left. Put it to bed.
Don't think about it too much. You know, you should. Yeah. I mean, it's. You know, I mean, the way I like to use it when I've got it, because you juice up your other players with it too. And when it is ready to go, there's little indicator of how many of your teammates are in range.
Right.
Yeah, and like right now, yeah, I've got like 4. Usually if it's 4 out of 5, I'll do it. And sometimes it'll fall out, but that's usually like when that's the only thing I'll think about consciously when I'm using Warcry. Kills will come naturally. Don't even think about that. Just if you rock it at a good time and get all your players juiced, it does help you get kills.
Yeah. Makes sense, yeah. Kind of rallying the team.
Yeah, I mean, if they're killing people, you're gonna or shooting at, and it makes your job easier. Less people are shooting at you.
Not so fast.
True. Teamwork makes the dream work, man. Do we have time for one more?
Oh yeah.
I'm not messing with White Knight, dude. I'd rather play with fire.
A little passy. All right, I need 2 war cry, and I am done.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get on to a better weapon.
I just need one more Kill. Blaze Town 24/7. You should have called it Blaze Town 420, bro. I'm gonna grab a drink out of the fridge real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Kill confirmed. All right, I still got you?
Yep.
I hear you. I hear you. Ready to get blazed, bro? Like, I know I smoke weed, but I love making fun of stoners, though, which is it's kind of like meta comedy. It's like, I'm just kidding, or am I?
Kill confirmed.
You can see yourself.
I'll be back.
We're winning. Keep it that way.
Yeah, I got that stupid assault. You like the goblin, man? I have problems with that thing. I don't know. I guess I don't have a fast finger trigger. That's probably what it is.
No, I mean, like, honestly, it's like, I think it's just, out of all the semi-autos, it's the best. And that's not really saying much in this game. And, like, I used to, for some reason I was, like, really into it. I don't know if they nerfed it. Or, I think it might have gotten a buff. Wait, are you using the goblin right now?
I just switched off of it because I got to get this challenge done. But yeah, I was using it for a second, and I remembered, oh shit, I don't like this.
I think I don't remember. The only good thing about watching Ace videos is he'll keep you posted on like the buffs and the nerfs on different guns and shit. And I thought he had mentioned that the goblin got a buff. But the semi-autos in this game, like I don't. It felt like it started out good, but like yeah, then. But when I was trying to finish up the camel grinds, getting like the 5 kills and shit, like with the goblin, it was not easy. Like the easiest guns to camel grind in this game for me were snipers by far. Snipers like easy peasy. I'm still working on marksmen. I think I've got. Do I even have one marksman dark matter unlocked? Maybe just one. But I just finished LMGs, which are just okay in this game. Honestly, it's all about the ARs. The ARs are really good in this game. And ARs and snipers.
Learn your fucking lesson yet?
SMGs are okay. Not terrible. There's some pretty. They're pretty good. Not as good as ARs. But this is all subjective as hell. Sorry for talking to your off about this.
Taking fire!
Grenade coming in.
It's pretty funny on the back of the Blaze Town sign. There's like stickers and shit all over it. Pretty funny. Yeah, this was definitely supposed to come out like around April 20th. And they had to push it back, and now it's just it's just wheat for no reason. We're not even celebrating the high holiday of 420.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's all good. I think posted at Call of Duty on BlueSky today, saying don't stop putting the leech here in here. It's funny. No, I think I said that
They've taken the
the
lead.
people who are complaining about it are the least fun people in all of video gaming. Oh, did I just finish that shit? Ah, damn. Oh, I still need a concussed flash kill. It's like tie-dye in the sky, bro.
Is it really?
A little bit. I don't know if I can mark the sky. And there's like, I don't know if you've seen this shit, but like, looking at the fence, there seems to be color shifting. Like right now, I'm looking at the fence and it's green. But just a second ago, it was like purple.
Grenade coming in. Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's just it's purple on one side and green on the other. I'm sorry. It is not changing. It's just different on each side. I'm an idiot.
Taking fire! Let's go!
Come on.
Did you get your Warcry kills yet?
No, I'm close. I think I got one more to do.
Oh, right.
I gotta get work, I think. Oh, come on.
Okay, so prepping fire. Mission goal.
Oh, man. So close. Oh, look at that. Tight game. Woo.
Team top 2. Good job. Oh, here we go. Dude, 2 games. This is the second game you got on best play tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what was so impressive about that. I'll take it.
Hey, it was good. It was good.
Clean.
Take the W. Very different emotes happening there. All right.
All right.
But hey,
yeah,
let's
I'm gonna have
call
to
it.
come back and get that final one, but that's all right. I'll come
Oh wait,
back.
wait. Do you still need to? Do you gotta get going?
Yeah, I gotta get going, but that's okay. 'Cause,
Alright.
Yeah, it's usually she goes to bed before too long. And then
No worries.
be a little buzzed, but I can do it. I can do it.
Cool. Well, hey, here, let me get this out of here. Wait. I'm confused. Are we going back in or are you done?
No, I'm done for tonight.
No, cool. No
I'm gonna
worries.
go in solo later and finish up my challenge.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, okay. No, all right. I'm sorry. I'm all confused. I feel all discombobulated for being in Blaze Town for too long. You know, I got the Seth
Don't take
Rogen skin
time, man.
on. Shit's just out of hand, brah.
Go to Blaze Town and yeah.
So, anyway, tomorrow is Friday night. Are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Yeah, it should be. Yep.
Excellent. Well, hit me up. You know how we do.
All right, will do, man. All right,
Excellent.
have a good night.
You too. Talk to you later. And I still need to do it. I still need one more flashbang or concussed kill. We're going back in. New map time.
Given the fact that you guys are like some sort of communists, right? You guys are some sort of radical.
Respectable social democrats, no.
Oh, okay.
Lefty, don't worry.
You're democratic socialists. You believe that no matter
that's
what.
too radical.
Yeah.
Third world
It's too
Maoist.
radical. Centrist.
What we need is a
Centrist
mixture of the Nordic model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yes.
we're
We're all
No, we want to overthrow capitalism
in
and
terms of blowback.
you know.
I mean, we have a very specific type of blowback in that it comes exclusively
establish the dictatorship of the proletariat. Yes, thank you.
Zionists and you know whatnot. You guys have the the added pressure of also going after capital, going after this two-party system, all of the stuff that is like we like to talk about through the lens of Israel. What has it been like doing this?
JT is best equipped to answer this, I think.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's been overwhelming. I would say it's united our three fairly different audiences in a really cute way. Like the Discord is incredibly wholesome. There are obviously, as you guys know, there are some people, individuals whom we will not name, who make it their life's work to try to get us to bait us to respond or to clout chase, stuff like that. We don't respond.
Come
It's
on,
not
you're
so
losing
worth
this
it.
fight.
The only real actual blowback that I think any of us have had is that I am no longer with the streaming platform that I was with before. Because after October 7th, I was very outspoken. I was not willing to pull any punches. The
I'm not outspoken. You had the only sensible and correct take, and you made it children should maybe not be killed senselessly.
As a reward,
depends on the context. But go ahead.
As a reward for my beautiful brain, I was asked to make a both sides statement. I don't want to do that.
I'm not going to do that. Was it for streaming? You mean like? Can I ask which platform?
Sure.
Or?
Yeah. It was one of the earlier creator run ones called Nebula.
I'm here to answer the calls of duties. Call of duty? Calls of duty? Look out! I am Seth Rogen, motherfuckers!
That was it, and that's the thing that I really took away from the situation. I was like, wow, even though I know you,
We've taken control.
5 people came before me. They were my friends, and not one of them went to bat for me and said, hey, you should not say something that he doesn't agree with. That is not the right thing to say.
Right.
But no, I was able to talk to the PR lady, and to her credit, she worked with me. She was patient and stuff. I'm just like, look, I don't want to say any of this stuff, so I'm just not gonna do that. So maybe I need to. Yeah.
Were you a contractor or were you an employee or what was?
So the way it works, they call it create your own, and it's like a shadow equity kind of thing.
Got it.
Where
Okay.
you get a certain amount of money depending on the amount of watch time generated from your content on the streaming platform. So you own it.
Well, she
in
has
that
a lot,
sense.
like a lot.
Yeah. I mean, compared to some of the big channels there, it was not that.
Okay,
much,
still
but-
political.
Hostile RTXD in your AO.
Fucking compliment, goddammit.
No, I'm terrible. I hate
Hostile
myself.
force being spotted.
But yeah, it was a bummer. So it was like, okay, so lesson learned: if the platform is not ideologically aligned with you, they're going to choose optics over taking the moral stance every single time. And that is an important lesson to learn that I should have learned sooner.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's interesting you bring that up, just in terms of the way that streaming platforms are going in terms of like ownership of them. Because there was a story that came out recently that I want to segue into. It's apparently Paramount Plus is doing some sort of merger, and I think because it's a huge, media conglomerate, the merger itself would have to be, is monitored and has to be approved by the Trump administration. So Sherry Redstone, famous, owns Paramount Plus. And very recently, it came out that the longtime executive producer of 60 Minutes, is left 60 Minutes due to the fact that they were asking. Paramount was asking for more oversight over the content. Now,
Paramount controls 60 Minutes. I thought 60 Minutes was CBS.
Yeah,
that's who owns CBS. It's Paramount now.
Oh,
Yeah.
My only interaction with Paramount Plus. This is maybe a little embarrassing.
Do it.
Whenever Beavis and Butthead releases anything new, I will do a free trial, or I'll subscribe for a month so I can binge watch the new season. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, which made me laugh until I cried.
I love this. I did not know you were a big Beavis fan. Oh my god.
Still making it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They made a new season, which was a little hit and miss, but they made a movie called Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, which I just thought was hysterically funny. There's a great scene with this.
Sorry, this is my first time doing Warfare.
Essentially, they time travel from the 90s to now, and they're totally, and they get told they go to college, and they get told derisively by a fellow student, woke student, that they have white privilege, and they're so into it. They're like, no, it's okay. We have white privilege. Don't worry about it. And but my favorite scene is Beavis.
I should not have smoked before entering heavy combat, but oh well.
Yeah, I know.
And
she's so helpful.
And
the only woman in my life that does everything I tell her.
And oh my God! And Beavis to me is such a character with such pathos, actually. And at one point, he's talking about himself, and Siri says, "I don't understand Beavis."
When do I get to drive a tank? Is that a thing?
Oh, that's amazing. I did not know you were that into it. I have a friend who writes for the new Beavis and Butthead. But yeah, so they're merging. Paramount is merging with Skydance, and so yeah, because of that, speaking 60 Minutes, for all the
I could probably turn this thing into a
various
bomb.
different network news
Throwing
outlets, and
tactical.
media outlets in general. 60 Minutes
Hey,
has done
incoming
some
lethal!
surprisingly good work on
Enemy
Gaza,
RTXD detected.
and on Israel and Palestine, and the ousting, basically. He resigned. Bill Owens resigned from it, but it was directly linked to this wanting supervision over the content that they were doing on the news program.
This was
Famously,
not
news
in my
programs,
contract. Where's my agent?
In the past, at least, were trying to have independence from the main network. They were always essentially funded by other shows in the main network, and it was meant to bolster the credentials of your channel. My channel has the most independent news there is. You can trust us. Those days are gone, and interestingly, Sherry Redstone also put out this statement after the famous Ta-Nehisi Coates Bill interview. Sherry Redstone says CBS News, quote, made a mistake by repeating Tony Dogo Bill over Ta-Nehisi Coates interview. So this
no one rebukes Count Dogo Bill.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is the state of the streaming industry now is having to deal with shit like this. And in terms of other things that Paramount Plus is going to be putting on, Daniel, I know you get the free trial to watch Beavis and Butthead, but maybe in the future you might consider watching this wonderful documentary that's going to be coming out.
Israel is my roots. Haifa, Raha. It's so addicting.
Israel and Palestine pop group.
I don't want to do anything except Arabs and Jewish people together to have a coexistence.
Okay, so first of all, can I stop at Arabs and Jewish people working together? There's something I like intrinsically I cringe when this is going to be about Israel, but we're never going to say the word Palestine. We're just never going to admit these are Palestinians.
Yeah, and that's not wrong. They're saying Arabs and Jewish people. No, you mean Israelis. Arabs and Jewish people have worked together for over 1,000 years.
In fact, many
Jews were
Jewish
wazirs
people,
and like
many Jewish people are and were and have been Arabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too, as well as people who identified as Arab but still were of the Jewish faith, or people who identified just as Jewish who served in incredibly high positions across many different Muslim empires or Arab communities and stuff like that.
Target removed.
It's fucking stupid when you should put Israeli. No, just say Israeli. All right.
Yeah,
But were they ever in a boy band together? Called
That's
the
right.
thing.
He got you there.
That's right. Did they ever sing together?
Cooked me.
And the band is called One Something.
As One.
Oh, okay, yeah. As One. Not One State.
They should have called it One State. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Direction.
One Direction, One State.
One life.
I completely agree with you, Hakeem, about the idea of this, can you imagine Jewish people and Arabs working together? And it's like, this is every day in America. This is every day in all over the world. This is not a weird thing. This is only weird to you because you live in a Jewish supremacist apartheid state,
which is the chief driver of so-called Jewish Arab division and discord.
Just a question: do you think they have separate green rooms?
There's a green line for the green room. Probably.
Dude, my shit's fucking busted lately.
A 4-part music documentary series.
To do. There's a lot to work on. Now more than ever feels really important.
What is this?
The next global
why is their American English so perfect?
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like,
Where
these are not
the regional
Palestinian
accents? I don't know a
even
single. I mean, I know some
Another
American,
update?
I know lots of American Israelis.
Jesus.
Who grew up in the States or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know too many 48 Palestinians who speak, who live there, who speak with perfect American accents.
Or Israelis who are born and raised, who are not of American origin or extraction,
exactly.
who speak English like this. I was gonna say.
I mean, I don't mean to burst anyone's bubble here about the boy bands that you loved and grew up with, but they're all media creations.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I know, they weren't all actually friends.
No, my Backstreet Boys, no.
Yeah, I know we all thought the Backstreet Boys did not live all on the same back street together growing up. They were
that what we're doing here might just be historic.
Now it's work mode. Now it's money time.
All right, why they gotta make the Jews say it's money time? Why they gotta
we will solve conflict through content. Let's fucking go. These guys, I sometimes feel bad for being a podcaster and talking about this shit. To an extent, commodifies it. Am I doing this shitty thing? But holy fuck, at least we're not a fucking genocide boy band.
I don't know what's going on with this. This seems busted. I'm just gonna shut her down for the night, unfortunately. Even though I didn't finish my challenge, but I'm gonna get up in the morning and stream again to finish my challenge, and because I was probably gonna stream in the morning anyway. Because it's Friday, the best day of the week. Friday is better than Saturday. Definitely better than Sunday. Sunday sucks. Even though it's a day off, it still kind of sucks. Sunday's the worst day of all the entirety of the weekend. It's the worst day of the weekend because you get this Sunday scaries. Because Monday's about to fucking kick you in the dick. Did it go up? What is happening?